Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. So today I'm finally going to get around to helping you guys understand the new changes to crafting and gathering system in Dawntrail. So let's go over the crafter changes first. So the first thing is the new actions. So level 92, you get Refined Touch. Gives you 2 stacks of Inner Quiet if used in a combination with Basic Touch. Otherwise it just gives you 1 stack if you use it alone for 24 CP. So it's like Prep Touch, except it does only 10 durability loss instead of 20. Immaculate Mend, the opposite of Master's Mend because it gives you all durability instead of a percentage, and it costs 112 CP. So it's 2 different abilities. Next at level 100 is Train Perfection. This has 0 CP once per synthesis, and it will not fall off until you use an action, but it negates the durability loss to 0. Fun fact, if you use it with groundwork, when the negative effect of it is triggered, which basically means if you're below 20 durability, this will be negated with Train Perfection. So as an example, below 20 durability now has been reduced down to 565. But if you use Train Perfection, it goes back up to its original, 1130, depending on your progress stat. So that's pretty cool to know. Next, the Specialist ability. You only get 1. Quick Innovation. Uses Innovation for 1 turn, uses a Crafter Detonation once per synthesis, and you cannot use regular Innovation with this. And no CP cost. Next is Daring Touch. Only works if Hasty Touch works, and it's also a trait at level 96. The success rate is still 60%. But I believe that it is up to 150 efficiency from 100. Alright, but that only is for 1 step, and if it fails, it fails. Most likely going to be used in the expert recipes. At 94, you get Delicate Synthesis Mastery, only increasing efficiency for the progress part, not the quality part. So that's at level 94. Observe now combos with Advanced Touch. Where is it? Here, level 68. And it goes off with a Standard Touch as well. So that is the combo with Observe. As you'll notice, Focus, Touch, and Synthesis had been removed. I guess they realized that they weren't using it, so it's best to remove them. Personally, I never did. Also, Reflect has now been boosted to a 300 efficiency when used. So that's a good plus there. Alright, so I believe that is all the changes to the crafting system, and of course your crafting abilities. Now let's go over the currency changes for those of you who do not know. White has been discontinued. So if you have any white scripts left over, make sure you exchange them in Mordona's script exchange. You will get purple scripts for your troubles. Purple has become the new white, and orange has replaced purple. Purple is accessed from level 50 when you start Heaven's Ward all the way up to level 100, and orange is accessed at level 100 since they are endgame currency. Purple scripts is going to be used to get the Master Recipe books in Dawntrail. Last expansion they were white, and there were 1200 for each book. Most likely they will continue doing 1200 for each book in Dawntrail, but because we have a cap of 4000 now, they might increase it. But if it stays at 1200, you should be getting 9600 purple scripts to get all 8 books. So make sure you cap your purple scripts, and then of course do your custom deliveries to get the other half. And that means you only need to do, I think, 29 or 28 purple script items to get the rest of the scripts for all 8 books. So there's a little tip from me. And orange is at, like I said, level 100. And this is for grade 12 materia, as well as the new materials for the culinary recipes coming out on July 30th. Purple can be used for grade 11 materia and anything before that. And that goes for both crafters and gatherers. The purple scripts for gatherers are for the folklore books, and the orange scripts are for bait, Aether Sands, and also grade 12 materia for gatherers. Now let's talk about the botanist and miner changes. The first thing you get is Revisit which is the trait at level 91. This gives back your GP and all gathering attempts when the node has been drained. You'll know it pops because the node doesn't disappear. Can be used on legendary, ephemeral, or regular nodes, but not leave quests. At level 95, you get Priming Touch. Doubles the chance of the next Meticulous will not affect integrity. Basically means that it will increase your Meticulous secondary effect. Does not affect increased chance from gathering point bonuses or Collector's High Standard. At level 100, you get Collector's High Standard. If the Collector's Standard is triggered, there's a chance that the Collector's High Standard will be triggered instead. This guarantees Brazen Prospector to work at 100% effectiveness, so no more RNG with that pops. Chance of Meticulous Prospector does not affect integrity is increased by 40%. Alright, so this will increase it by double of what you have, but this will increase it by 40%. So it's pretty cool. So when this triggers, you definitely want to use Brazen Prospector instead. So those are the changes to Botanist and Miner, since they both get the same. I really thought that they got the worst end of the stick here, but Revisit was such a good ability or trait. Last but not least is Fisher, who has the biggest glow up since Stormblood. So the first thing is Rest. Basically this is used to quit catching the fish you got without going through the animation. So for quicker casting, in case you're trying to catch certain timed node fish. Alright, so that is the level 1. So utilize this instead of hooking the fish that you don't want. Level 91, Spearful Hand, costs 100 GP, which I always forget. So stores certain large sized fish, basically the ones that are used for mooching, as swim bait, which goes here in your tackle box. If you leave the fishing hole, meaning putting your rod away, you lose your swim bait. So make sure you don't hit the left stick on your controller. Trust me, I have done that plenty of times while I was eating while fishing. Cannot be used with surface slap or identical cast. Swim bait may be used even after actions that cancel mooching opportunity. Big game fishing at level 95. Increases the chance of the next large sized fish caught will be especially large. This will help exceed the max collectability that Prize Catch and Patience 2 can achieve. And this is especially useful for getting Myth Brine and Sun Gilt Aether Sand with the Horned Frog and the Clayran Carp. If you get this with the Horned Frog, you can get up to 60 Sun Gilt Aether Sand on a bonus, and 16 on the bonus with the Clayran Carp for the Myth Brine Aether Sand. You need 2 Angler's Art in order to activate it, and the increase is based on your perception rating. Cancels current mooching opportunity. So when you're doing collectibles with mooch fish, you will ultimately use the swim bait, activate big game fishing, and then cast your swim bait for a bigger reward. Last but not least, Ambitious and Modest Lure. One for powerful, this one for precision. Attracts large size or small and increases your chances of landing one. Occasionally guarantees you will land a large size fish. That is the prompt that says you have a feeling that you might catch one. Can be used up to 3 times while fishing. Each use increases the effectiveness and GP cost. 10 for the first, 20 for the second, 30 GP for the third. May also attract rare species of fish, aka the ones that are used for scripts and or the Myth Brine Aether Sand, such as the Clayran and Copper Shark. So you will use these 3 times in hopes that you'll get either the prompt saying that you have a feeling or the fish is going to spawn. Alright, so let's go to the area that I know that a fish is going to be up constantly to show you guys these in action. So here we are at the fishing spot for the Clayran for the example. I already have my price catch up, and I also have the big game fishing up since I already caught 2 large size fish for big fishing. I got my versatile lure. We're going to cast out and try to spawn it with Ambitious Lure. We're looking for the prompt that comes up. If you have a feeling the next one is going to be a large, that's the prompt for the Ambitious Lure to trigger. I believe it will automatically spawn a large size fish. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, there it is. The Dark Form Looms. That is the special species that we're looking for. But with big game fishing and price catch, we are guaranteed to exceed the fish requirements for the bonus. And make sure your collector's glove is on. I almost had a heart attack because I thought I had it off. But yeah, that's basically ambitious lure and modest lure in effect. And it was the giant snakehead. So yeah, that can also happen if you're doing this fish, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys how that works. So if you're trying to catch this clay ram for the Aether Sands, make sure you catch that first and then surface slap it, and then you know that the next time the clay ram will spawn. But that is how those abilities work. And if you see, I have a feeling that the next one will be a powerful hook set, that is also the other prompt that you're looking for. Alright, so those are the changes to crafting and gathering in Dawntrail. So hopefully this has been helpful, and make sure you check out the rest of my channel for more helpful guides for Final Fantasy XIV. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you ever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead. Take care.